What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is your host, Dina, and it's gonna be one of those, another interesting stream. First of all, I'd like to say thank you because we hit the first goal. So we reached 100 subscribers today. Thank you all, everybody that's involved, showing me a lot of love and coming in and engaging and so on. Like, I appreciate you guys. Thank you a lot. And I always hope you find value in the contents. That's the most important thing. Okay. So if you do, please consider liking and hit the bell to be notified in time before I go live next time. Okay. So some there are some interesting things when it comes to the chart today. Some things have developed. We have some new things that are developing, some new, levels when it comes to the daily at least and short term and so on. So far, TA has been respected to the dot almost, like things we've spoken about have been respected. This, like, the strikers community have been cold as ice, hopefully, because we spoke about what was possible, what probabilities were higher to, and all that. And so far, it's respected, okay? So we are gonna get into things straight away. No need to waste any more time. So the daily candle close, it already closed. Bad news, guys. We closed below the key level around 15,000, this level right here. 15,855. It's broken. That was it, like it tried to hold, but we closed below it, okay? There is something interesting that I see in the hourly chart, but we'll get into it soon. Some maybe like we're buying in and so on at these levels, but then you're trying to catch, falling knife. I don't think if it's a bit gambling if people do that. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just saying if people do that, it's like a bit gambling, So it's better to be sure if it's gonna benefit you when you make a trade. Otherwise, you're gonna get hurt. At least your wallet is gonna get hurt, okay? So what's going on the daily? We are still losing momentum on the negative MACD, okay? It is still getting weaker slowly by slowly, but it doesn't mean we can't have, a red bar like this one and it just goes down. I've taught you, these things many times if you guys have been, watching my past streams. And if you don't know about it, just head over. I know they're a bit longer. It's just because, the community is very engaged. They got good questions. We have nice chats and so on. So sometimes the show goes a bit, longer. And in some cases, like yesterday, we were watching at live price action. Since it was live price action, it was dumping live. We kept the stream going until like the next 4 hourly candle started, Ralph, hi, welcome to the show. Hope you're having a good one. I'm glad you're here. I hope you find your way to Discord as well. Because if you still didn't find your way, if you go to the descriptions, like literally the descriptions, below this video, you will find Discord, the Discord link channel right there below you, okay? I mean, not below you, but below the you get what I mean, below the video, okay? In the description box, it's there, okay? I'm just a bit stressed out because I want to get into the charts and so on. So on the daily, like I said, we are losing negative momentum on the negative, action right here on the MACD, okay? RSI is still, looking okay-ish. Mago, welcome to the show. Welcome. Nice to see you made it. I think I forgot, to just, let everybody know at Discord that I am live. Just gonna write to everybody because we got Sinner too. He probably doesn't know yet. Hope all of you have had a good day so far. Let's get into it. Let's continue now, yeah? Okay, so RSI still showing some, type of divergence there. Good divergence, okay? It is building. Like, it's not confirmed yet. At least because there are some new levels that we have to get into. Until we break a certain level, I'm not convinced. I've been saying I'm not convinced since yesterday because all in all, if you look at the weekly, guys, now that 24 hours, passed, it's not looking that good. Let's just have a look at the Eastern indicators and nothing else, okay? It's really not looking that good. Like some hard action to the upside has to happen for me, to change my mind. Otherwise, so far, not looking good, okay? So this daily candle looks like it started with a green one, which is not that bad, but keep in mind another thing. Sell pressure is still coming in. It is not declining, it is not slowing down. So prior candle and prior volume bar is still showing that there is sell pressure going on. So we are really not out of the woods yet, okay? The only like bullish thing that I can see right now is still just on one of the oscillators, like nothing else, okay? And this on the daily, fine? On the weekly, we still have this, nice divergence going on as well, okay? From this point to this point. Thing is, like I said yesterday, if we go any lower and the oscillator follows it, the relative strength index follows it, then it's gonna be invalid as well, okay? So keep that in mind, fine? Let's head over to the hourly, to the 4 hourly. Here I see something that I like, okay? And now I'm talking about, it could take it a few days, okay? It could take a few days till it plays out, if it plays out, okay? But my unbiased TA is this. We do see, first of all, you see this, guys? We have a nice, indecision candle going on right now, right? On top of that, we do have nice divergence on both oscillators, okay? On both oscillators. So, like, we can see market, come back up. As a like, just forget to do something. I think I took the wrong one. Hold on. There you go. So we might see, some action to the upside because of this, nice divergence and so on, plus the indecision going on. On top of that, looks like on the hourly, like we discussed yesterday, we were oversold. And even on the hourly, like, look, guys, on the hourly, on the 4 hourly, on the daily, there's a lot of nice divergence building left and right, okay? Now, I'm not saying bottom is in. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about it could be a good, time for a hypothetical swing trade. Okay, let's say paper trade, but swing trade, because all these, good divergences that we see here and there, they're trying, to tell us that people do think like it's a good time to get in at these levels, okay? And at last, we're actually above this line right now, okay? That hasn't been the case for a while. We've been rejected here many times, as you guys can see. Excuse me. But right now we are trying to get above it. Like we are trying. We will see if this hourly at least, closes above 15,855. If it does, be a bit more conservative. I'd rather look at $15,900, okay? If it does, if that happens, see eventually around $16,200, $16,300, around these levels, okay? Around these levels. That is if the hourly candle closes above this key level, okay? But all in all, I do not think like the bottom is in yet. I don't know, could be, but I don't think so. By the way, the market is looking in general, okay? And the sentiment behind it as well. But I do think we could see a relief rally right here around these areas right now. Earlier I was speaking with one of the members in Discord, and we were, discussing left and right, me and Mago, and I understood why he had an idea that it could go up, and I understood why, because it looks like it. At the same time, we had these key levels that I was talking about that we had to break above, at least for me, to feel a bit more confident that we will. I mean, guys, if you join, the Discord group, until the Patreon is finished, like I've set that up. Until then, if you come to the group, like everybody's learning, there are some good ideas, good discussions, maybe we can all share our ideas, and if I make mistakes, you don't have to do the same mistakes. That's how life would be better also, So if I show you my mistakes, you won't have to repeat the same mistakes again, okay? And if I show you the right way, you'll just, take it with you. Maybe even, make it even better yourselves and, go from there. So right now I do expect a little bit, like, especially let's have a look at this. Yeah, if we can close even, I don't put a lot of weight into the 10-minute chart, but if we can close even above, let's see now, same thing on the 10-minute chart too. If we can close above 15,900-ish dollars, okay, not much holding us until 16.2, 16.3, okay? So it's very possible we come back and retest, this area right here, which was old support. So keep your eyes open. I like the push with the wick and everything on this candle. We do have a lot of good divergences in all time frames, literally all time frames, okay? We got the daily, and it's not necessarily, both the oscillators. It could be just one of them, but we got it on the daily. There you go. We got it on the daily. We had it on the weekly, which we already discussed a few days ago. We have it on the 4-hourly, okay? On the 4-hourly, it's actually on both the oscillators. That's why I think, like, imagine this. People are gonna be looking at that. People are gonna be thinking, okay, maybe it's a good time, to get in right now. On top of that, pros might be looking at Eastern indicators as well. All this is gonna add up to something, okay? And also on the hourly. So we got nice divergences building. They're not complete yet, but they're building in all time frames, okay? Otherwise, when it comes to, so I've already discussed resistance levels, but when it comes to support levels, not much has changed really. Like, I still think we're gonna come back down, okay, a little bit, but relief rallies happen even in a downtrend. Like, this is nothing surprising. Not everything that goes down, goes down without going up a little bit now and then, and not everything that goes up, goes up without coming down a little bit now and then as well. Okay, so let's have a look at the okay, keep in mind guys, this is the daily pennant, bearish pennant. Okay, so if this candle, I was just speaking about 16,200-ish, 16,300-ish, right? So if this candle pushes back to these levels, it's right around that level as well. It's right, so this old support is gonna act as resistance. Simple, fine. Let's move on to Ethereum. Okay, Ethereum is holding support like a king. It's holding support like a king. It hasn't given up yet, okay? Same thing goes here when it comes to the divergences and so on. But when it comes to Ethereum support and resistance, oh, right, one more thing. Let's look at the moving averages with both different settings. Just a minute. So on my other screen, things are looking bearish, looking at the moving averages. This one pretty much the same. Okay, so now we have the short term below the 50 period. So in other words, 20 period is below the 50 period, which is bearish. Okay, nothing good with that. I mean, we'll see. And by the way, guys, if we break, when it comes to Bitcoin, okay, if we close levels above, so because we have to think about different scenarios, right? If we can close above 16,000, let me see now, 16,350, just to be a bit more conservative, okay? Next levels that we might, come and, meet or have resistance around is probably around 16,700 to 16,800 levels, guys, okay? Until then, if we close a 4-hourly that is above 16,350-ish levels, okay? That is if. I keep on saying if because we don't know what's gonna happen, but we have to talk about different scenarios, right? So back to Ethereum's chart now, because today's stream is gonna be short. I'm gonna try to keep it running for an hour or an hour and a half max at max. Because we've been going like 5 hours almost for 2 days in a row because there has been a lot of volatility in the market. Okay, so Ethereum on the daily, still sell pressure rising, even though we have some nice divergences building also on the daily. Same thing when it comes to the 4-hourly. Okay, we got some good divergences showing on the 4-hourly as well. Same thing also on, this one is even better. This is even better. It's not just one divergence, we got multiple, okay? So when it comes to Ethereum, we need to close above. Let me have a closer look. Yeah, I'd say excuse me, I'd say above, at least $1,150 to $1,170. If it could, well, hold on. If we close above $1,150, we might come and retest this support level, which will act as resistance now. That would be around 1,190-ish. Okay, maybe touch 1,200, that would be the bottom of this channel, which will act as the top resistance right now. Fine. Still, it's pretty much the same if you think about it. So this channel, price was acting, holding this as support line to the downside, right? And we had this box where we had support as well, right? Now both of them are gonna turn into resistance. Simple as that, fine? When it comes to the moving averages, let me have a look at the, yeah, so looking bearish. Moving averages looking bearish. Nothing good to talk about there, okay? At least for the bulls, there's nothing good to discuss. But it's holding support like a king. We might see some, action to the upside. Do not be surprised because all these, multiple divergences in multiple, not only multiple divergences in one time frame, but multiple divergences in many, time frames, in different time frames. That is interesting to have a look at. And since we kind of dipped hard since, how much? Let me just check. So in 2 days, 12%. It's really not a little, okay? 12% in 2 days. Let's have a look at this. Almost 8% in 2 days. Like, this is not a little bit, okay? Maybe some would think it's little, but it's a lot. A lot. So the upside levels that we have to get above to see at least $1,200 or 1,219 when it comes to Ethereum, okay? And support is pretty much the same. If we break these support levels, see eventually around these levels, there's not much holding us. Like, it's just air. Like, you might see some support around $1,000, but that's it. There's nothing else except for that one, okay? So let's head over to the next one. Chat, how are you doing? All good? Following? Paper trades doing good? Is the chart treating you the way you deserve? We got kings in this, chat. Like, everybody's, smart in their own way and bring something to the table in their own way. So I hope the market has been doing you well these past days and you've been taking it easy, not stressing, making more profit than losses. Look at Mago. Look at Mago. There you go, buddy. 15% on Bitcoin just now on the upswing. Like, awesomeness. Awesomeness times 10. You see, chat? If you have the will to learn, really, like, if you have the will to learn, you're gonna see a difference in yourselves. Like, Mago, kudos to you. Kudos to you, because I know you've been, doing better, but that's nice. 15% just now on the upswing. Like, awesomeness. Awesomeness. Good job, buddy. Like, imagine this. Imagine this. Most of the time I've been teaching you basic stuff right now. I mean, some advanced things, some things have been advanced, but otherwise mostly it's been basic, because I know you guys are kinda, maybe most of the people watching are kinda new. No, Mugo, you guys are too sweet. But, well, you have a good teacher, I have great students, you know? I have smart students. Let me put it that way. I'm just glad to see that. So imagine, guys, when, thank you, Ralph, you're too sweet. Thank you, thank you. Like, you guys, like, make the stream, make the, community even better. When I see you grow like this, like I told you, we're gonna be, I can't wait to see you guys help other people out in the group. We'll see what happens, but I can just, see it in front of me. I look forward. Like, great job, guys. Great job. So you guys are kind of learning some advanced things, and a lot of basic things when it comes to charting. Some people will call it advanced, but I call it basic, okay? Some of the things have been basic, most of it at least, but some of it advanced. Now imagine when you guys are gonna be Patreons, because there we are gonna level up. We are gonna be leveling up, okay? You will have, tutorials on basic stuff as well, but you're gonna have tutorials on advanced things. So if you're already doing good, or at least better after a week of watching this, stream, Chart Striker, me, and so on, what do you think is gonna happen after you guys start learning the advanced stuff? This it can only get better from here. I'm telling you, it can only get better from here. Okay, so Ethereum, you already know the levels to the upside, okay, that we need to break to see, at least, some higher, levels, and, the levels to the downside as well, okay? Let's have a look at Litecoin now. Remember yesterday, guys, I told you if we close anywhere below, $60 on the daily, it's looking a bit, it's gonna be boring for Litecoin, right? The good thing is we kind of dipped down a little bit, but guess what? Daily never closed below $60, okay? So far it's still also holding out. It's holding out like it could have been worse if we actually closed below, this red trend line right here, but we didn't. So it's still fine, and there is something, going on fundamentally with Litecoin as well. That's why it's having a little bit of a push when it comes to the price action. So this is the thing though. We are still below critical levels when it comes to Litecoin. That I don't like. I like the fact that we didn't close above, below $60, but the fact that we are still below 60, let's just say to be a bit more conservative, below 64.4, it's not in the favor of the bulls, okay? We need to get above it. Looking at the 4-hourly chart, we got some nice divergence, okay, on both oscillators, fine. But we really need to get, like, we need ASAP, ASAP. We need to get above $64.4, at least on a 4-hourly. Okay, close a candle above it, break out of this wedge, like completely break this wedge, okay? That is after, breaking 64.4, continue upwards, break out of this wedge, and then it's gonna be like unbelievable times when it comes to Litecoin, okay? It's gonna be some good times when it comes to Litecoin. Of course, it could go left, but I'm saying probabilities are higher. If that happens, probabilities are higher. We are gonna go a bit higher, okay? Of course, we got that, resistance around, I think I told you guys it was Cena, $73, $74, somewhere there. We break above that one. I wouldn't be shocked even if it goes to, let's see now. Let's see. $115-ish, $120. Like, I wouldn't be shocked eventually, okay? If we close, definitely $100. If we close anywhere, above 74 point something, 74 point, be a bit more conservative, okay? $75. See, eventually around $100. That would be next resistance when it comes to Litecoin. So it's still looking fine. It's looking fine because we didn't close below $60, but we really need to get above 64.4 at least on the 4-hourly. Close a candle above it, see some follow through, see some strength, and then we're fine. Otherwise, let's hope this sideways action doesn't dump and it closes below, $59, $60, and that, because then it's not gonna be looking that good, okay? So you guys know the support that we need to hold for this action to continue, because if we close anywhere below $59, we're eventually gonna come back to around $52. I think I said that yesterday as well, right? So we'll see what happens. Look at this trend line, which is acting as resistance right now. So we have to get above this area right here. We have to get above it, okay? So that's Litecoin. We're done with Bitcoin. We're done with Ethereum. We're done with Litecoin as well. Let's have a look at XRP. Okay. So we kind of wicked down when it comes to XRP, right? Funny thing is we are still within the support area, okay? If you look at this, I just stretched it out. I didn't, change the levels, just stretched the box out. We wicked down below support levels, but still holding in some weird way. It's still holding, okay? So let's see if we see anything interesting. Like, okay, the Eastern indicator, fine, looking fine. I mean, prior daily candle. But other than that, let's see. Other than that, what else is there? We still have nice divergence going on, okay? On one of the oscillators, let's see at this. Well, another nice divergence going on here as well on both oscillators. Like this is interesting, okay? Looking interesting. Let me stretch this one out as well. So because this is another support area, if you guys wonder why I'm stretching it out. So when it comes to XRP, moving averages are starting to look bad, okay? I'm looking at my other screen as well. The short-term moving average has just started to decline, and it's getting below the long term, which is not a good sign for the bulls, okay? And this one is really, it's looking fine. It's looking fine because, got the short term above the midterm, long term, midterm just curled above the long term as well. But the fact that everything's curling down is not a good thing, okay? Not a good thing, guys. So we'll see how it goes, but we do have nice divergences going on here and there. But it's not looking as strong as, even Ethereum for that matter right now. So I'd be a bit cautious. On the 4-hourly though, I like how the Eastern indicators are doing, but the bad news is the short-term moving average, the 20 period, just started curling below the midterm as well, which is bad for the bulls, okay? We got resistance around these levels right now. That would be the top of this support box. Well, not support anymore. Now it's resistance, so I'm just gonna turn it into blue. Okay, so we got resistance around 0.3788-ish. If we break above that one, see eventually around 0. You know, 9 to 0.4 levels, because there is really not much holding us until, you know, the prior highs, which is around these levels. So we'll see what happens. But we need to get above, at least above this moving average. But look, Eastern indicators, daily is looking fine, like prior daily, but when I'm zooming in a bit more, even though this was a nice, you know, engulfing candle, I'm just not convinced. I'm not convinced right now. I know there are good divergences and so on. I'm just not convinced. And here we go. Now I'm even less convinced, okay? Now I'm even less convinced. Chat, do you have any idea why? I know you know, like, we've been speaking about this and you guys are smart, like, I know you have it in your memories. So I feel less convinced. So we'll see if you break anywhere below 0.352, okay, around these levels, not 0.352, yeah, see eventually around 0.34-ish levels, eventually, okay. So yeah, even though it was looking okay on the daily, the more I zoom in, the more I feel, I don't know. So that's XRP, you know, the levels we need to break to the upside, you know, to come a bit higher and retest these levels. And you also know the support levels to the downside. And of course, if we break these levels, okay, you see the price to your right. If we break it, not much holding us until these levels, okay? That is where price held and bounced off around, you know, the last 2 times we came to the lower areas. So still same, nothing has changed. And we already spoke about what's gonna happen if we break below these levels, right? So that's it. That's it for XRP. Next, let's have a look at FTT just for fun's sake. Like, not trying to make you guys, you know, feel bitter, but just for fun's sake. Like, we're only gonna be happier if we see this thing crash, right? So, but so far it's still holding. For some reason, it's still holding. Like, I don't know what's going on. Yeah. For some reason, it's also developing positive momentum right now. Like, okay, fine. You know, crypto is crazy. I always tell people crypto space is crazy, like crazy. The markets are so unpredictable, okay? So, knowing that, if it goes to 1.6, like 1.4, 1.6, like, I don't know, like one, let's just say to be a bit more conservative, okay? Not, I can't even believe I'm discussing this, but it's unbiased, you know, opinion, pure TA, so why not, right? So it could go up to 1.34 to 1.6 levels, and like, I would be shocked. Honestly, I'll be very shocked if it does that, but TA wise, it could. TA wise, it could, okay? Look how divergences are so unreliable, you know? Even this one is showing good divergence, you know? That's why I don't trust divergence always, because even this one is showing good divergence right now. And it's FTT. Of all the coins, FTT. Why is he still alive? Is it that people still holding onto it? Are there still some transactions? I actually, yeah, but there must be. If they're still, you know, if it's still alive, there must be some action still going on, you know, with FTT. Because if it was dead, that would be it. Because I thought that Binance had delisted it. Well, they delisted the USDT pair, but they they got it in the BUSD pair, so there's something going on. I don't know what's up, but it's definitely not dead yet. Wouldn't it be funny if he turns around and goes like, well, I'm gonna save this, I'm gonna save FTX and so on, and people, this can happen in crypto. I've seen it before, and people start, you know, believing in FTX again and whatnot. I mean, you guys heard what Kevin O'Leary said, right? After everything that happened, he said that he would support SPF because he believes in him that much. It's like crazy meets crazy. I don't know how to explain this, you know, but that's what he said. This is coming from Kevin O'Leary, like somebody who's supposed to be, you know, smart. So obviously it's still not dead because we still see some action going on. Like, it should be dead though. You ask me, it should be dead, but no, no. Crypto is crazy. Crypto is a circus, okay? Sometimes it's a circus. Honest. We gotta be honest. It's craziness on top of craziness sometimes. Thank God there's TA so there can, you know, we can have some type of logic at least. Let's have a look at what Bitcoin is doing at the same time. 13 minutes left until the hourly candle is closed. So far, we are still above this critical line, okay? So even on the 15-minute chart, we actually broke above it at last. Just a minute, guys. I'm just checking something. Hold on. Hmm. I'm here, guys. I'm just checking on something. I'm still here. So, oh, by the way, guys, news. We hit 100 subs. 100 subs. Thank you, everybody. Now, next goal is definitely 1,000. Like, and I'm sure anybody who's gonna find quality in here is gonna go and hit that subscribe button. I'm like really glad we came this far. Well, that's a lot. Like I haven't even thought about 10,000. I'm just glad like we made it to 100 at least. Hopefully, Ralph. Thank you. Hopefully. I don't know if I'm gonna say hopefully because that's gonna be a bit stressful, but you know what I mean. Okay, I'll take care of this a bit later because I was checking something, but never mind. Fine. I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. Fun, right? You guys were in this journey before it even happened, so congrats to all, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so next coin. Let's have a look at something else. Um, I want to have a look at Cardano, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure not much has changed, right? No, no, nothing. Okay, still around the support levels that we spoke about last time we spoke about Cardano. Not looking that delicious, okay? When it comes to the weekly, there is, some divergence going on one of the oscillators, but not on the daily, not on both oscillators, okay? We got some on the RSI, but nothing else on the other one. So, and we are still like we broke out of major support levels, guys. Like Cardano is not looking its best. Just so you know, okay? Things can turn around, yes, but right now, at the moment, it's not looking its best. We might see it, go up as well if Bitcoin has a relief rally, like everything else, following it. But I don't know. 4 hourly Eastern indicators looking so and so, nothing, juicy. Hourly, we have resistance, around 0.315 levels. If we can break above that, that will be around, somewhere around these levels, like the bottom of this support box. Then eventually we will come back to 0.33 and so on. But I know it feels a bit boring speaking about Cardano, but this is what I see, okay? And if we close any 4 hourly candle above 0.33, eventually we can come back and retest 0.345 to 0.355 levels. Like that would be the top of this box. And that's it. That's it, Cardano. When it comes to support, looks like we are holding for now. We are holding around, support levels. Fine. But if we close anything, like I said last time, if we close any daily below 0.3 to $0.29, it's eventually around 0.25 for a start. Okay, if we lose that one, we're only gonna get lower. Moving averages looking bearish. Yeah, so I don't know. We can eventually see if Bitcoin has a little rally. We could see it come back to 0.346, 0.356, but that's pretty much it, okay? And that would be around these levels, not like not even this level, but we could wake up here, but I do not see it breaking above this level right now, okay? Look at the monthly. Before I say anything else, just look at Cardano monthly candle. We have 9 more days to go, okay? 9 more days to go. If it closes anything like this, you know what's coming, okay? It's not looking that healthy. That's Cardano, guys. Short and easy. Okay, let's have a look at what Bitcoin is doing, because it's important to see if this is gonna happen or not, okay? 4 minutes left. Let's chillax, keep an eye on it. Because if we get back below this level right here, that was it, guys. We had our relief rally, okay? That means a relief rally of around $500 if it closes back below this key level, okay? If not, if we can close, somewhere around 15,000, above 15,900 at least, okay, then I can see us, going a bit higher, like push this relief rally a bit higher, okay? Okay, we'll have a look at this. 2 minutes left, and then we're gonna go through some more altcoins and see what's going on. So far, we've been live for an hour, so I'm gonna try to go through Matic, FTM. We haven't seen that one in a while. Then Solana. This too. I know we saw it yesterday. We spoke about it yesterday, but just real fast, we'll see what's going on with Solana as well, and BNB and Dodge. Okay, so we'll have a look at all of these. Let me write it down, so I do not forget. So we got Solana, well, let's keep it at 15 minutes and see what's going on. Yeah, like hopefully it holds above this line right now, but if it doesn't, it's also okay. Then we know, it failed, but we'll see. Okay, 24 seconds left. It's trying to hold, Mago. It's trying to hold. We'll see if it can make it, but it's trying. Okay, that was like so close. So close. Did you see that? That was close. Very, very close. Like I do see on the hourly, like guys, I think we might see a bit more push. We still don't have any, bad divergence going on. So we might see it, come a bit higher before we see, the divergence turning on us. Maybe only to 16,000, we'll see. But right now, it's still above this key level, And we're talking short term, like really short term. Interesting to see it, happen because it missed by a few dollars, Otherwise, we would have seen it back at the bottom. Okay, so interesting, real interesting. We just need to close above, I don't know, 15,930-ish or 15,970 right now on the 15 minutes. And a bit higher we go if that happens. But look at this, like literally by a few dollars, the bulls got saved. They pushed last minute. Okay, we will have a close eye on Bitcoin soon again. Yeah, this area gotta hold. It gotta hold. Otherwise, that's it. So what was next? Solana, right? Let's have a look at Solana. If I can find Solana, just hold on. Okay, there it is. Whoa. Oh, okay, I forgot. We were looking at the 1 minute chart. So Solana on the daily, I do not like how it's looking right now, but that's not what we're gonna discuss. Higher daily candle, close okay-ish. Okay, close okay-ish. Bearish more than anything else, but kind of okay, because it could have closed something like this as well. But looking at this bottom line, the way Solana is looking right now, for anybody that's into Solana, it's not looking good. Like in general, there are better coins to keep an eye on right now, okay? Sure, there is some type of good divergence right now on Solana, but feels like everything, like many markets have it as well. So let's not just focus on divergence because you know sometimes divergence can be a cheat. It tells you one thing, it does something else because it's not being respected. It doesn't always be respected, you see. So we have to have an open mind and you know just evaluate the whole market, not different tools, using different tools, and not just the divergence. If you do that, you're probably gonna end up being burned a lot. So I don't like the way Solana's looking. I think eventually we will see Solana at around $9.3, okay? And if we lose that one, it's still the same levels we're talking about. It's gonna be around $5. Not much has changed, okay? Let me have a look at this one. So this one closed at, okay, well, that's interesting. Still not looking that good. I don't like the action right here. It's not looking that good. Weekly horrible, monthly horrible. Like everything is really bad when it comes to Solana. So, and by the way, fundamentally, things were looking. Hold on, just to double check. Solana was looking pretty bad when it comes to the fundamental part as well. Solana chain. Okay, so this has happened when it comes to Solana. Let me try to put it out there. I don't know if you guys can see it. So last week, okay, Solana was, a lot of negative news was coming out. One of them was that Binance announced that it was temporarily suspending deposits of USDT and USDC on the Solana network, number one, okay. And the next day, Metaplex, a decentralized protocol for creating digital assets on the Solana blockchain, announced that it was laying off numerous staff members. So things are not looking that good when it comes to Solana, even fundamentally. Just so you know, okay? Just saying, just so you know, it's not looking that good. Removing this. So keep your eyes out there, like, yeah, keep your eyes out there. By the way, guys, I'm gonna show you like how I'm thinking. Well, maybe I shouldn't, show it. I'll just show to the members in Discord. That little picture that you saw earlier, it's how I've decided, like, I don't know if it's the last, final decision, but this is how I'm putting out the pictures or images with descriptions out for the members, okay? So for example, I'll be having a shooting star and then I'll have the description, next to it. But I have a friend that told me that videos would be better instead of just having descriptions on the side. So I haven't decided if it's gonna be video tutorials without images and so on, because both of them are gonna be difficult to do all at once. You chat can always tell me your opinions, but I did start making images like 2 weeks ago almost, where I have pictures to the left and then descriptions to the right, like clear descriptions, okay? But then I started getting opinions from others that were telling me that video tutorials would be better where I explain it, because they think that me explaining would do more help. So I still haven't decided which one it will be. videos with explanations works for me because you're very good at explaining things. Okay, then, okay, okay. Then it's done. Then it's gonna be videos with explanations because I was afraid I wasn't. Now you've given me, guys, a bit more confidence that I'm good at explaining. But Ralph knows. He always tells me I'm good, and then I argue with him, and he goes like, well, you're too humble, that's why. But it's not only why, because sometimes I'm not so good in explaining. But I'll keep it short videos with explanations and examples, and yeah, because I can imagine explaining is a bit better. I just thought, um, thank you, Ralph. Like you guys are the best. Thank you. Um, I just thought in the beginning, well, it's maybe better if I just have images. And one of my friends, he was like, absolutely not. He was like, it's better when you explain. So we know what's going on. So I was like, okay, fine. Then it's videos. Now I've started making videos instead. Thank you guys. Lovely people. Okay, so Solana, see eventually around, $9. If $9 doesn't hold, then it's gonna be 5. Simple, okay? Um, to the upside, there are new developments when it comes to Solana. If that is, if we can get above $12, okay, close a 4-hourly candle above 12.3 at least, then you eventually see around this level, all support, which is gonna turn into new resistance now. So that would be around 13.5, 13.7 levels, okay? At the maximum 13.8. If we can get above that one, this level right here would be the next level I'd have my eye on. But the way things are looking for Solana, I don't know. I wouldn't put my vote on the bulls like winning right now. I just don't see it happening. Not right now at the moment, okay? So that's Solana. Let's have a look at Matic. Polygon. Polygon. Still holding support like a king. Problem is, we're still below this support level, okay? But, well, no but, nope. This is the thing with Matic, okay? Unless we can get above 0.88, 0.89-ish again, the chances are, like, the probabilities right now when it comes to Matic, I could see something like this happen. Like, we come up a little bit, we get rejected at old support levels, and then we come back down. Very possible. But if we get above 0.88, 0.89 levels, let's see eventually around, this level right here, 0.94 to 0.96, okay? Otherwise, it's not looking the strongest, unfortunately. It's looked better before, definitely, but there is no there's no divergence really when it comes to Solana on the daily. The only thing I like is this Eastern indicator, like the wick. We had a push, nice wick to the upside, but that's really it. I don't see anything else, okay? And we're holding support. Two things I like, but sell pressure is still rising, as you guys can see on the volume. And looking at the 4-hourly, yeah, pretty much the same, okay? Like, okay, on the 4-hourly, there is one difference. If we get above 0.3, 0.83, 4 levels on the 4 hourly, which should be around these levels. Okay, let's just say 0.84. Okay, if we get above it, then we'll see 0.88 levels that I was speaking about on the daily. Okay, but if we get above, if we close a 4 hourly candle above 0.84-ish levels, okay, otherwise it's kind of looking a bit sad. Let's look at the weekly real fast. Remove all drawings. Yeah, and then on top of that, we got this bad divergence that's only gonna be invalid if Matic closes above $1.7, okay? So, looking at the weekly, I don't think it's looking good at all. Especially if we lose this support level around these areas. That would be this one. We lose 0.68, okay, to be a bit more conservative. If we lose 0.68, close any daily, even not, I'm not even talking weekly, any daily below it, see eventually around 0.62, okay? And on a weekly note, if we close below this level, on a weekly note, don't be surprised if you come back all the way to 0.56 for now, before we see lower levels. I should probably point that out. Hold on, this. Okay, something like this. That is, if we lose 0.62, see eventually around, 0.56 to $0.6. I mean, if we lose, 0.68-ish levels on a weekly note, okay? There's not much holding us if that happens. That's Matic. I mean, it was looking good until it wasn't. Now we got all these resistance, levels to break to even see prices of $1 again. And it can happen, it can snap and happen, but right now I don't see anything implying any reversal. All we see is some indecision going on the daily, prior daily candle. Nothing special here really, so let's see now. Okay, open below 0.7792, 0.7794. Okay, so we do have some type of pattern, that is implying a reversal. Okay, it's implying a reversal, but then again, before saying anything, at least on a 4 hourly note, first we have to close above 0.81-ish. Hold on, double check. Yeah, let's just say $0.815, okay? Be a bit more conservative. If that happens, we got another resistance zone around these levels, okay? Like it keeps on going like that because, yeah, when coins are going up, when the market is going up, they tend to come back down and retest a lot of support levels, right? Eventually, this is when it's going up, okay? They come back down, they develop some type of support here and there, right? But when the trend reverses, when the trend goes from an uptrend to a downtrend, what happens is you remember all those supports that it was building every time it held support and then it goes higher, it holds support and it goes higher. Eventually, when we break all these levels, these old, like recent support levels eventually turn to be resistance levels that we have to break above. Are you following, chat? Do you understand what I mean? Perfect. Okay, so next BNB, right? How's Bitcoin doing, by the way, before I go ahead and perfect, I'm gonna go. How's Bitcoin doing? Go ahead and talk about BNB and so on. Still trying to hold on, still trying to hold on. Like, I don't know if, like, it's time to make or break. Like, this live is not gonna go on forever, like yesterday and before yesterday. So I think by the time this hourly candle closes, because it's looking interesting, we're gonna call it a day. Okay, until then, we'll come back now and then and see what's going on. So let's have a look at BNB. Okay, kind of starting to look bearish when it comes to BNB, guys. Daily. So short term, curling below midterm, not good for the bulls. Okay, I'm looking at my other screen, same thing. 20 period is curling below the 50 period, not good for the bulls. That's not a good sign for the bulls. Okay, there is, well, for us to find any type of divergence, let me have a look. Guys, there is no divergence when it comes to BNB right now. There is no big divergence. What? Nothing I can see, okay? Nothing I can spot. On top of that, this, well, not only this one, two engulfing candles in a row, okay? Two engulfing candles in a row. And if we get one more, that's a pattern telling you to get out. If we see one more daily candle looking like this, it doesn't mean well, okay? The only thing I can take out from BNB right now, which is okay-ish, is the fact that we're still holding support. That's pretty much it. Okay, let's zoom in. Okay, we got some nice divergence developing on one of the oscillators. No, actually on both the oscillators, okay? I take that back, on both the oscillators. Like we have resistance. If we start coming back up a little bit, we have resistance around 262-ish dollars, okay? 260 to 262. If we can break above that, see eventually around, 273, around these levels, 273, 274.4. That's what I see. To the downside though, like if this support breaks, let me put it this way. If we close anywhere below, let's be a bit more conservative, $250, okay? We close anywhere below $250 on a daily candle. We have a little bit of a support around 244 to 240, a little bit of support, okay, dollars. But if that breaks, next support will be around $235, okay? So we got a little bit of support around 244-ish to $240. Next one is around 235, okay? But I don't like how the candle action looks on the daily when it comes to BNB. Like we've seen better days, okay? Like for example, if we get, one more, like we can come up, but then somewhere around these levels, it stalls, okay? It doesn't want to continue up, or maybe it wicks up, but then it comes back down, and then we have a bearish candle, engulfing candle. That's another warning, to tell you to get out. Well, get out. Just, at least don't go in. That's how I would take it, okay? Looking at the hourly, we already have some bad divergence forming on one of the oscillators, guys. Yes, we do have positive momentum building, sure, but yeah, if we can't break above 263, 264, okay, that would be this support level. That's what I'm looking at. Then that's it. So if we can get above 263, $264, okay, fine. Like I said, see you eventually. Then, around 273-ish, okay? If not, we might be rejected at these levels, okay? Okay, let's have a look at Bitcoin again. So we went through Solana, Matic, BNB, and we got one more left, Dodge. So we're doing good. This stream, like we're flowing. We went through a lot of markets today, right? We did Bitcoin, Ethereum as usual, Cardano, XRP, LTC. What else? What else did we do? FTT, not because I wanted to, but we went through that one as well. And Solana and Matic and BNB and Bitcoin is looking not so nice, but still, nevertheless, I want to see if this hourly actually closes back below this key level. I don't care about the 15 minutes, that much, or even lower time frames. I want to see if the hourly holds above this level or not, okay? That's the major thing. I mean, looking at the 4-hourly, if it closes anything like this, you guys know, like, this is not a good sign. But let's have a look at the hourly instead. Like this, let me just have a look at the 30-minute as well. Like this relief rally was short-lived in that way. So $500 up and that's it. That's it, Bitcoin. Nothing else. With the best community, Ralph. Thank you. Thank you. I feel like we were, on the flow. Like everything was going with the flow today. We went through more than some, more than usual today. Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like it. But I want to give it a chance. I want to give it a little bit of a chance just because of all the divergences left and right. So 30-minute, wow, we closed below this. Wow, we only have 30 minutes left, guys. I'm also gonna end the stream after this candle closes. We're just gonna have an eye for a minute and two, and then that's it. Good night, Ralph. Ralph, like, have a beautiful sleep and a beautiful day tomorrow. And thank you for joining. And we'll talk tomorrow. Take care. Like, look, guys, looking at the daily, we are in a bear trend. I was talking about the short-term relief rally. Now, if if we close back below this key level, that was it for the relief rally. Literally, that was it. Thank you, Ralph. Hope you have a best sleep as well today. Sleep like ice, you know? No stress, no nothing. I don't like how this candle's turning out to be, but still focusing on short term. I mean short term. We'll see. It's either we will see this close above this key level, and if it doesn't, that was it for the relief rally, guys. Literally, that was it. If it doesn't continue, that was it, okay? I mean, if it doesn't close above 15,855, that was it for the relief rally. $500, you know, that's it. Here we go. Now it's just looking worse and worse. Somebody just dumped 125,000 bitcoins. Oh, wow. Well, okay, that makes sense. Thank you for sharing that one. Then we know why it's dumping. Could it be empty? Like, I saw something today. Just a moment. I'm gonna try to find it for you guys. Hold on. That's crazy. We'll go like, okay, then we know why we're seeing a little bit of a push. Yeah. So I saw this the other day and I was like, that's why I was talking about empty GOX. Okay, now this might give some people a jump in their hearts, like make their pulses, you know, go a bit higher. But I'm gonna show it to you guys. Okay, so this is the um official site, like not site, but official, you know, page for Bitstamp. But we might get a little bit of a bounce, like that is if we can close above, still if we can close above, you know, this level on an hourly, like we did last time, no follow through. So let's see what happens. But I was expecting it because of all the divergences going on, and on top of that, this candle, you know, 4 hourly indecision after this. But it's gonna fail if we can't break above this level, okay? That's the thing. Okay, guys, so I saw this the other day and I was like, oh. So, Bitstamp posted on their Facebook page, Bitstamp welcomes all MT Docs creditors. To all who rehabilitate assets via Bitstamp, we're introducing a 3-month long exclusive pricing capped at 0.1%. So I started asking myself, why are they talking about this? Is there something that we regular people do not know about? Are people about to get their, funds back? Is that what's happening? Because why would they go ahead and post this? Like there's something going on. I don't know what's going on, but they're getting ready for a reason, right? So I was like, okay, like if this happens now while market is at the places it is, at the levels it is, it's gonna be a disaster. This is not good. Bitstamp getting ready for the people who got affected in MT GACs. There is something going on that we don't know probably right now. But you puzzle one thing after the other, and then maybe we'll see what's going on. But this is what we see right now. So I saw this like 2-3 days ago in another, site. And then I saw it today in their Facebook page. They posted it like openly, and I was like, okay. So are they trying to tell us it's coming soon? Like I know they're not gonna tell, people, okay, today, or they're probably gonna tell us, but just take the hints with you guys. Take the hints because things are looking fishy right now when it comes to Bitcoin. I don't know what to say. It's looking very fishy. And then at the same time, I saw some news, like there's a lot of news, circulating MT GACs right now. It's like, why? What's going on? Why is there a lot of news, you know, around MT GACs right now? What's going on? So the other day, Cointelegraph was comparing, MT GACs and FTX, kind of comparing it and saying same but different. And I was like, why are you people talking about MT GACs this much? Like, what's going on? What is there? No way to leave the stream, then you miss a lot. I'm back. No, Ralph, go to sleep. If you got things going on, just go to bed. You can just replay tomorrow. Literally, like you're like, buddy, you can just replay the stream after it's done or whenever you have time tomorrow. You don't have to stay up and watch it. Like, we're just here 20 minutes more and then we're gone. You're funny. Last time you did the same thing. You were like, goodbye, and then you came back like 3 minutes later and you were like, I can't leave the stream. But you're not missing, like, it's not that time sensitive. We're already ready. We know that we're in a bear market. We know the levels. Like, we've been killing TA, okay? Mago has been killing the trades. Like, look, there's no stress. I told you, no stress. You can go to bed and sleep and take it easy. Like, we are good. This is the funniest I've seen. But welcome back, Ralph. Like, I can't force you, to go to sleep. It's your choice. But I just, feel for you if you have to wake up in the morning. That's why I'm telling you, you can just replay the stream. No stress. But welcome back. I'm glad you're back. Okay, guys. So, let's see. We only have 20 minutes left. Okay? If we can't close above 15,855, it's done. I think the bounce was a bit short-lived, at least for now. Okay, we might see some action later, but for now, it is pretty much it. If we can't close above these critical levels, okay? So yeah, let's have a look at Dodge, and then we're gonna come back straight to Bitcoin because we already went through all these, coins that we said we would. So or that I said I would. So let's just have a look at Dogecoin and then back to Bitcoin again. Okay, okay, interesting, very interesting. Moving averages, like if this midterm makes it above the long term, good for the bulls. I know you guys might think, Dana, have you lost it? Like, what's going on? But unbiased opinion. Remember, I just give you unbiased opinion here, okay? So that's what I see. If this can curl above the long term, that's good for the Dodge bulls. If it can happen, okay? Daily, well, wasn't another engulfing candle, okay? So it's okay. We still have negative momentum on the MACD, losing a bit strength, but it's still there. But we can't deny the fact that we have some nice divergences, forming on both oscillators. Okay, so bullish divergence on both oscillators. Let's have a look at same on the 4-hourly, guys. We got some nice divergence. Okay, keep that in mind. Like, it's lining up with the moving averages on the daily. Okay, looking at my other screen, not looking that juicy. Short term is like trying to curl straight down, and if it does, then it would be getting below the midterm and the long term, which is not so good. Okay, on the 4-hourly, looking bearish, very bearish, and I'm looking at the 20, 15, and 200. Okay, so looking very bearish. So when it comes to Dogecoin, we have resistance. You see this red dotted line? That would be first resistance. If we can break above 0.77, like close a 4-hourly candle at least above this level right here, we are going to be meeting resistance around 0.081, 0.08 levels. Fine. If we can close a 4-hourly above 0.081, okay, let's see, eventually around 0.085-ish, okay, $0.0856. That's the next resistance I'm looking at. So, or profit taking levels, whichever you like to call it, okay? Besides that, I should just stretch this. Look, old resistance, turning into, well, old resistance turning into new support now. So I'm just gonna stretch this out so you guys follow and turn it into support, right? So if we break below these levels right here, not much holding us until these levels. I can just stretch this one out as well. So we should see some type of support around 0.066-ish levels. Okay, if this doesn't hold, like, let's say we close a daily below this level. Okay, next one is around 0.062, like last call. And if that breaks, see eventually around 0.057 to 0.055. Okay, so Dogecoin, first resistance is this one. Definitely we need to break above it, at least the 4-hourly candle close. If we can do it, see you guys eventually around 0.086-ish dollars. Okay, yeah, not much holding us until then. Okay, back to Bitcoin. The 15 minute, we're still below critical levels, but What concerns me, what I'm thinking about is the hourly, okay? If like really, if we close, below this key level, for now, things might change in 4 or 5 hours, I don't know, but for now, I think that's it. But don't forget the daily sentiment, like the daily, trend right now is downwards. So I'm not saying, oh, we're gonna go up and so on. I'm just saying, immediate relief rally. And if it's if it was that, if that's it, like the $500, then that's it. Okay. But in general, we do know that we are in a downtrend. So there's nothing shocking, if it doesn't, go a bit higher. So we are already aware of what the general sentiment is, okay? We know that we are in a downtrend. We know things are not looking good. Weekly, like monthly is gonna close in 8 days, guys. 8 days. If it closes anything like this, it's bad, bad. It's bad, bad, bad. Okay, an hour, an hour is almost done. 13 minutes left. And then Ralph, you can sleep. Mago, you can go to bed. I can go to bed. Just 13 minutes left. But you gave us a good laugh, Ralph. Thank you for that one. I still like how BNX is looking on the weekly still. Holding support like a king, okay? We're at $159, but I told you guys we need to break $161 at least to see a bit of a push, to the upwards, Until then, yeah, it's not bad. It's okay. Like looking at things besides this one that we have to get above, I mean, this one would be the first one, and I'm talking very, very short term. I mean, very short term, okay, on the hourly. So, already this is a key level, okay? Next one would be around, be a bit more conservative, I would say $16,000, okay? And then the next one would be around 16,350-ish dollars, somewhere there, okay? So it's level by level. If we break one, close an hourly above it, see eventually that next one. But right now, what's bad for the bulls is that we can't even close above this one. Like we did, and then we failed, And if in 10 minutes it closes, somewhere below this level, the way it's looking, it's not a good sign for the bulls, short term. And we're talking hourly, And Mago did tell us 120 something bitcoins dumped on the market. Well, 125,000 bitcoins. Yeah, like it could be entities, it could be people that missed out on selling, and selling higher prices. Like it could be anything, but dumping at these levels, it's like, I don't know. The optimal place to get out, I guess, was when we broke this, support area. And then, if not here, maybe around these levels. But people doing it now, it means like there's something going on. And I do know that hacker, because they say I don't know if this is true because I thought FTX had something to do with it. But the hacker that, um, stole some crypto, well, not some, a lot of crypto from FTX, looks like he's been selling it. Well, he's been converting it to wrapped ETH and wrapped REN and I don't know what, and then converting it to Bitcoin and so on, because something like that. So he's been dumping, like some say, well, some people say that that's why Ethereum was dumping yesterday. At least Ethereum. I don't know about Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I think it's the grayscale news. But Ethereum dump, people were saying it could be because of that. Sounds like instead of money laundering, they're crypto laundering. Yep, yep. It's like I think so too. I think so too. Like because I don't know why. I think it's SPF himself. I might be wrong. I don't know. But this is just what I think. I think it's SPF, and I think his, like you say, just trying to launder and try to confuse traces and so on. The thing is, I don't know how much confusement you can do. Like, even though people think it's the, blockchain and they can, launder left and right, like, since it's the blockchain, like, I don't know how much, like, I don't know for how long your traces will be unnoticed. Like, I feel like it's just a matter of time, and then people get caught eventually when they, start, tracing back, funds and so on. So we will see what happens. But I agree with you, Mago. They're trying to be smart and do some things, but then again, I don't know if it's the smartest way to go. Like, dude was making, billions of dollars. If he only would have stayed, like, alert and not played around with people's money or given it away and so on, he could have been like one of the richest people, like eventually, young and rich and so on. But for some reason, I don't know, greed, takes over or something. So they F up and then they're screwed. That's it. But at the same time, there are people like us that would not trust him ever again. And then there are people like Kevin O'Leary that are saying that they would trust him again. Like, I don't know who's paying Kevin. I don't know why he would say that. That shocked me. Hearing that kind of shocked me. I was like, wow. Because I know he was affected by this too. He lost a lot of, like, a lot of money, a good chunk of money. But still, he's out there talking about how SBF is trustworthy and that he would even, loan him money again if needed be, and so on and so forth. And I was like, okay. I don't know if they're trying to convince themselves or other people, but none of it is working really right now at this point. Nothing is working for them. Let's have a look at, sounds to me like more backroom deals that we not to worry about. Yeah, I agree with you. A lot of backroom deals, a lot will go. Just when you think, uh, just when you think like it's not that bad, it's actually that bad. Everybody's like, Kevin is getting a piece of cake. Like everybody's getting a piece of cake except for the regular people. Poor regular people, getting wrecked left and right, unfortunately. So liquidations, the 24-hour liquidation is looking kind of a bit interesting. Okay, a bit interesting. Look at this. Yesterday, longs were getting wrecked so badly, okay? So badly. They were wrecked so bad. Today, though, it's kind of 50-50 almost. Like total $30 million in longs wrecked and 16 million in shorts wrecked. And this is in 24 hours. 24 hours Binance, only on Binance, okay? Whoa, what happened? Only in Binance, okay? 24 hours liquidations. Pretty much the same. Solana longers got wrecked, double wrecked. Yeah, but pretty much the same, really. I mean, yesterday was one of the worst since it's, since the 14th and 15th of November. Yesterday, longs got really, really wrecked. Okay, 22 seconds to go. Okay, okay, Mago. Like this didn't work out good, for the Bulls, really. Like it's not looking that good anymore. It's not like it was when we were above this level, but right now, like really, if it continues down, okay, if it continues down, let's say, um Let me have a look at the 10-minute chart. Since I'm live right now, and then that's it. If we get below this level right here, okay, since we already broke below that level we were hoping to hold, right? So if we get anywhere below this level, I'll go. Let me do this just to be fair, okay? Okay, more fair would be this. We do this, we break below this one, we like that's it, Mago. That's it. Like I'm not gonna try to be convinced of anything because it tried, it really tried. Like the bulls tried. We gotta give it to them, but the way things are looking, it's not that healthy. So we might see a wick up, but it doesn't really mean anything until we close above this level. If we want to see it, retest, old highs, okay? Recent highs at least, fine. Okay, lovely people. So today we are gonna cut it short. I'm glad you made it, Mago. And Ralph, I'm glad you left and then you made it back. You guys are lovely, and sometimes it's good to laugh. So thank you for that one, Ralph. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you for all the love, the likes, the views, and the contributions in between. Now you can say goodnight. Oh yeah, definitely. And for those of you replaying the show, if you find value in the contents, don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that bell. And please do not just watch 5 minutes or 10 minutes, because I'm telling you, you will not find value in that. If you want to learn, try to watch the whole shows. Look at the questions. The community is great. Like, we brainstorm, we discuss things, we, talk about things. So look at everything and take it in. Take it in, okay? Take this quality free education in. So guys, much love to you all. I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful sleep and so on and so forth. And thank you for tuning in, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you and good night. Good night, Mago and Ralph.